Tyranny speaks.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Whoo, hey everybody, we're back. It's Thursday. We got a new time, 8 o'clock. Because, you know, adults. What's going on, everybody? I'm your man, Chris Fury, the man on the wall. This is Blurred's Eye View. If this is your first time here, thank you for tuning in. Show your love on the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. You can follow us everywhere. Always press record. You can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. You can just go to the link tree in the IG bio and find us there and really get a taste of what all we're doing. So yeah, adulting is hard. It's a shock that we haven't fallen on our face. I don't know how we do it, but without further ado, let's get some of the crew in here. Lady Mandalore.
Well, hello, good evening, good
Yeah. The time changes. It's a little. I'm with it. It's just weird.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna lie. I just woke up.
Okay. So it wasn't just me.
No, I don't know. I've never fallen asleep. I've never fallen asleep at that time. So it's this adulting stuff is it's a scam. It's a whole scam.
If you're a child, I feel
don't
sorry.
believe it.
Yeah.
Sweet summer child. Don't fall for the trap.
Stay in the child's place. Watch all the cartoons. Yeah, watch all the cartoons. Oh my God. Yeah, Peter Pan was right. And yes, life be lifing. Life be lifing. Without further ado, let's get our very own cinematic assassin. We'll be watching is in the building. What's going on?
Listen, I just discovered that I don't have friends because someone should have been put me on Demon Slayer. I just got to the part.
No. What we are not going to do tonight is lie. We are not going to lie.
Dog walking that woman. Dog walking. I was like, oh my entire Lord.
It gets better.
I can imagine, but I was like clutching pearls. I was like, "What's this? Is violence?"
I thought you caught on to when we were saying it in the in our chat. I swore you didn't pay attention.
You decided that you knew better than everybody in the chat and just disregarded everything we were saying. But that's fine.
Sanctify that open.
Oh, it's definitely taking
it. Now you understand why I was eager for them Funko Pops? Now you see, welcome to the other side. I'm proud of you for starting this before you started One Piece. I'm proud of you.
It's never gonna happen.
So he says.
We all float down here.
We all float. Once you're in, you get to a certain point, you're like, actually, this ain't that bad. It's actually, and then you find yourself 700 episodes in. There is no turning back.
I watched enough sitcoms growing up to understand you never just do a little bit of cocaine. You just once you take that first bump, you do coke now. So like,
coke is your thing.
Oh God, the sitcoms. Good Lord, we got to do show on sitcoms too. It's funny that you said that because I was watching Living Single the other night. They had a marathon, and I'm like, it's Living Single. I don't really need a reason to watch it because it's a marathon. It's Living Single. They got friends. We got Living Single. I'm fine with that.
You can have a marathon anytime you want. It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Kyle.
For those that don't know, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Hulu likes the blacks.
Wait.
Who wants to do group?
Countess. Yes.
Breaking news.
We'll talk. We'll talk after the show. That's because Tafari, he was in here and then he popped back out, and so we're doing things over here. So if you haven't been paying attention or seen some of our posts, we are now press corps affiliates and producers for Blurred Station over at KDS Entertainment. So we also are producing a new news network over at Blurred Station called BNN, Blurred News Network. So you want to stay tuned for that. We are we're moving up in the world.
We're the blocks. No, let me stop playing. We're the blocks now. Talk to us with some respect.
Hide your money. There's poor people right now.
Shut your mouth when you talk to me.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
Damn. Okay, no, I'm back. I'm here. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're on the move. We are on the move.
Oh, I didn't.
So,
Even, you know what?
yeah,
I didn't
I
even
mean,
set my. I didn't set my tone. There we go. Now I look like I don't need makeup. Okay, a little bit
uh,
better. A
so
little bit red somehow.
it is
Oh,
it's
Christy,
yesterday's price
absolutely.
exactly that
You are.
part,
Let me
madam.
let you know. The manicures will be very expensive now.
Look, there's a
Very
barbershop. There's a barbershop around the corner. It's called the Gentleman's Cave, and they charge like they're in the hundreds when they do a service. Like they doing more than just haircuts. Like I just need a beard lineup.
Does
That'd
the
be good.
pause.
haircut come with a lap dance?
Pause. Super pause.
Oh,
What?
I just need a haircut, a lineup. That's it. Beard lineup. Boom, boom, boom. We'll give you that lineup and rose water and it's black on. So it's a spa. It's a spa. It's an experience. I've been there before. They just raised their prices. So
Ooh,
I don't need no
just gave a
damn
good idea.
hibiscus and cucumber water. Just give me the line. Let me leave.
it's therapeutic.
That's why I go to therapy.
Well, imagine your therapist got their barbershop license, whatever that thing is.
Chrissy, you're not wrong. You
Hot
do get the
towels.
good hot towels there. You do. You really do.
The good
It's
hot
the high thread count towels, not that
The
30,
high- yeah,
32 and a quarter thread
Yeah.
count.
If you're not used to it and you get it, you be like, hey.
Oh.
These ain't coming to Walmart 10-pack.
These were
Good-
on
good-
sale
good-
at
taken
Big
care of.
Lots.
Right. Where it rub like the first 3 layers of your skin right off of there. Oh, it's gentle. It's very soft. Soft terry cloth, high thread count, Egyptian style.
That soft life.
That's
I can't wait. I can't wait.
oh my god.
I
So
tip well.
it says cucumber water ain't overrated though.
It is not. It really is not. Ralph Polo from Ross.
They are cutting up in the comments section. This is why we do lives.
No, I
so
love y'all.
this is why we
Never
do
change.
lives. Keep that energy. So
Woo.
there a lot of stuff have been happening since Tuesday actually. It says lemon water. That's the good stuff. Yeah, it does. I'm a stickler for lemon water. My wife always looks at me. I'm like, yes, I like lemons in my water. I'm frou. Damn it.
Yo, are you one of them people at the restaurant that order like a whole fucking half plate of lemons so you can
no.
make your own water?
I've been lucky enough that they always have slices, so I don't even ask. I just I like lemon with the water.
Oh.
They just bring me a little plate that has like 2 lemons on it, 2 little slices.
Like a little
I
bit.
literally bought somebody like a lemon and a half diced up so they could lemon their own water, because what I'm not finna do right now during the rush is keep bringing you 2 lemons at a time.
Oh no, it's never that. It's never that. I was like, yeah, just order lemonade if you're gonna do all that. I just like lemons. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lemon water.
Y'all funny.
It's a good thing we get it out the way now. So it was like he was the same when he got up, when he made it. I'm like, exactly. More lemons, please.
I'm not telling on my goddamn self in here tonight, but yeah, no. But yeah, no, I have a certain lifestyle that I'm accustomed to. I'm not giving that up. It's only up from here. I promise you, I will not be giving that up. Not for nobody or their mama.
You have to do it in order to make it through it. That's just how it works.
It's just self-care every day for me.
Yeah.
Why?
And if they tell you that's being selfish, then psh off.
Their credit's low.
Their credit.
Damn.
Wait, let me
Damn.
Okay, so all right, I was saying just recently, I feel like I don't chime in enough on Blurred's Eye sometimes, and now I remember why I need to be quiet.
No, why would you be quiet? I don't.
It's Kira's
I'm about to alienate a whole bunch of people.
This is clip worthy material. I mean, the assassin literally says when you watch sitcoms, he's learned that you don't do a little bump. You you go.
No, you in for life.
Yeah. You just didn't. You can't deny those factors.
See, look, I heard verb. I'm sorry.
He said the credit one hurt a little bit. Thank you, Kristen.
Oh God. Oh my. Okay. Also, I'm sleepy, so my mouth is gonna be real reckless tonight.
Oh my God. Oh, let's get to the news. So we actually mentioned this before, and it seems like somebody's watching. There has been talks of a Brightburn sequel. Now, here's the thing I have a problem with.
No.
There is a problem.
No.
There's a problem.
James Gunn is not attached.
There's James Gunn has not been attached. There has been no mention of actors. There hasn't been any mention of anything. Directors, actors, you name it. None of that's been mentioned yet, right? Here's the problem. It's officially in the works, but the movie comes under fire due to plans to incorporate AI.
Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this from? I'm questioning.
No, I'm not saying the movie is completely AI. No, I'm not saying that. And with the strike going on, of course, hands are tied. We know that. There's only so much you can do. You know, whether you're on a producer front, director front, whatever. Basically, this is what's happening. This is according to the trade. The production company intends to incorporate new technology into the production process of projects it has in development, including a sequel to horror movie Brightburn. This is through H Collective, H3 Entertainment, and they have the plans to move forward with a follow-up. Now, they may be utilizing some AI, not like a full AI movie or CGI type film, nothing like that. But
AI write it.
Yeah, and it gives me pause. It's just like, okay, how are you getting? I'm sure when James Gunn wrote it, he was, it's kind of like a throwaway. He's like, yeah, this is a story. This is great. This is throwaway. He probably had no plans of making a universe out of this thing, which makes the first one a classic, because it's like you get this major twist on a Superman type style of story. And then you get this crazy tease near the end. And it just leaves the people talking. Of course, they're going to want more, right?
Yeah. Huh?
But he says, but no, you don't get any more. It's the same thing with like Slither or anything else he's worked on. It's probably, other than Guardians, it's probably best that he doesn't do it. Because sometimes when you get a movie, any kind of movie or a TV series or something, when you get the sequel or you get a continuation, it doesn't live up to the hype, unless the people who originally did it are attached and have those same stipulations in place to not touch it. Like with Gunn, and I'll refer back to Guardians, they didn't touch that shit. There was no integration of anyone else from the rest of the MCU in the Guardians films.
Disney was also on that apology tour. It was like, my bad, we fired you and killed Gamora. Just we gonna be over here. You do your thing. We gonna have a seat.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, it's like, oh, let's get he's not. So Gunn himself has been sharing hopes for the sequel. And this was what, 2000 and That movie was 2018, 2019.
No, it was older than that.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He spoke
Oh,
about the follow up. He spoke about a follow up in 19. I know that.
Yeah, yeah. The movie is
Oh, the movie's
so
fantastic.
decent. Oh no. I mean, as far as how the when it came out, were you talking about when it came out or when he talked about it?
When he talked about it, it was 2019, but I'm trying to think when
Okay.
it came out. I can't remember when it came out.
I want to say like 2011 or something like that.
Was it that long ago?
It's been we did not know nothing about Guardians when Brightburn.
Man, we are old.
ooh, sir.
That stuff just
wait. It was 2019. Shut up. Why does it feel like it was so much further back?
It's because you just woke up.
You need to mind your business, sir. I didn't ask you to chime in on my entire way of life. Did not need that form of attack at all.
I would I would love a Brightburn sequel if Gunn is attached.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't want a Brightburn sequel and you and I'm not taking anything away from an up and coming director or writer or anything. But when you say we're going to incorporate AI, and I'm like, to what degree are we talking? Because there's a lot of hot button issues surrounding this AI stuff.
They're talking a lot of smack for somebody that don't have any actors or writers
right
working currently. They're talking a lot of shit. Yeah, y'all got to sit back. They're not making this movie.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot.
They looking for news. That sounds like somebody looking for news.
There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk, you know, during the strike with everybody saying, oh, this is being created or that's being created. This is being talked about. This is being produced. So unless you actually see still shots of something that's been shot, or you get a teaser of something that's been shot, or even to the effect of saying, yes, this movie that's starring Denzel and Anthony Anderson and Don Cheadle, and you have full record of it, like Variety or somebody like that.
Is this a movie, or were you just pulling names?
Yeah,
I'm just pulling names. I'm pulling names.
Okay.
I'm just pulling names.
No.
I'm just pulling names.
Stay with that for a second. We need to. That needs to be a thing immediately.
Like, what is this vehicle? Where is it going?
See, now you see why. Now you see why I said, oh, we work. There's things that I can work on.
I'm gonna make a phone call to somebody. That's got to happen. Yeah, Anthony Anderson skinny. Anyway, sorry, distracted.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. I have my qualms about this.
I don't believe it.
AI stuff. I really do. You know, and it's made rounds, but it's not a lot of talk because everything's been talk right now. Everything's been talk. You know. Speaking of which, the VFX unions are now created. So VFX, they finally got a union. I'm like, finally,
that was the man.
And you never really think about these things, you know, unless you're starting to get into the business like we are, and you start seeing the details, the devil in the details. You're like, oh, wait, y'all didn't have it. It makes sense now why we're getting these stories of these movies that's come out just this year, and they're getting worked to the bone. You know, insane work hours. I'm like, oh no, not working normal hours, and then you know, you taking home your work, and you say, you know what, let me go back and fix that real quick. It's not one of them situations like, oh no, you're at the office.
Yeah.
And you're stuck.
And that's not allowed to leave. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm saying fix Doctor Strange's third eye. Looks horrendous.
Is the third eye from Doctor Strange that bother you? I was talking Flash. I was saying
oh well. I mean, if you're gonna be picked, well, Doctor Flash
Strange
wasn't Marvel.
Pass. Yeah.
Flash wasn't Marvel.
Flash wasn't Marvel. This is true.
I don't know.
I will say
actually.
You say what?
I wonder who they used. They used some kind of VFX studio.
They did. I just can't remember who it is, but
Was it George
whoever
Lucas?
Lucasfilm.
No, that's Disney. Oh no,
Yeah.
my bad.
I mean,
my bad.
I mean, it's all under the same thing, but
Industrial light and magic.
yeah, ILM cutting corners. Yeah, I don't know.
Moonlighting.
Yeah, it was. That was exactly. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was. That was
Nightmare
was
fuel.
I spoke to a guy at work today. He was like, he said, I finally seen it. He said, that shit was trash. And I'm like, see. And he said, he's like, I clocked out at the baby scene. See? He was like, if it wasn't for his wife, he wouldn't have seen the Keaton scene. And I was like, it was really the only saving grace. So for those who are watching it, fast forward and just deal with Michael Keaton scenes and Ben Affleck scenes and Sasha Kalia Supergirl scenes. Everything else doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't. That's not a movie you need to finish.
Yeah. You know, like if you're a Batman 89 fan like we are, you're okay with that. Yeah. You're okay with your, what was it, 15 minutes of Keaton being Batman and being a badass at that
with spaghetti. I love pasta. I was very content.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I sat there and watched it and was like, I've never heard multiple universes described as spaghetti in such a simple fashion.
Yeah, it made perfect sense.
Yeah. But then if you try to explain it, you be like, I don't know how he did it, but it works. So
Batman said the sketty is the timeline, and so it makes sense. So shut up.
He said the sketty.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Oh my God. There's not a lot of talk about it, but they released the Aquaman trailer today.
Didn't watch it.
Will I watch it? Yes. Generally, because of the fact I actually like Jason Momoa in some of these roles that he's in. He makes it fun. He really does. Fast and the Furious. He makes it fun. Say what you want about the rest of the franchise, but he actually made it fun. You know. And so, will I watch it? Yes. Will it be a matinee? Probably more likely. We know this is the last hurrah. I don't even know why they're calling it that. The last hurrah of the DCEU is just like they have to, at this point, they have to release it because it's the only thing they got left. It is not even.
Do they have to?
No, they're just like, yeah, let's just let it go. Like we've paid the man, we've paid everybody else. Let's just like there's no marketing. You know, there's no marketing.
The people that made Batgirl are punching air furiously. Like just like how why us? Just
it's like, how did this happen?
Aquaman 2.
It's even Willem Dafoe. It was like Willem Dafoe is not in the second one. I'm like, and that's a good decision. It's a very good decision. We're not gonna do Norman Osborn like that.
That's not helping. Nope, that's not help. That's not helping their case. I don't know. I didn't watch the trailer at all. I just, you know what?
I happened to see it on X. I happened to see it there. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know this. Because normally when a trailer drops, I don't even know when it happened. But normally when a trailer drops, you see it, and it's like maybe 9 a.m, you know, and it's all over social media. I just happened to stumble across it. Not by any other, I haven't seen anybody else share it, talk about it, other than, you know, black Twitter doing their usual, but there's no hype behind it.
Because who cares? Like, just let this universe die.
Yeah, this is cruel and unusual.
Alicia, you're right. It doesn't look nearly as bad as Craven.
That's not Okay.
Craven looks like it's going to be entertaining. If not, Craven could be an action movie, The Room. Like, you are watching it, you are entertained.
Not
Is it
The
good?
Room.
That's not what I came here for.
He said, "Not The Room."
No.
Oh my god.
No. No.
He said The Room. The action film version of The Room.
Yeah.
You're breaking my heart, Lisa.
Tear me apart, Lisa.
For the record, I have not seen that movie. I've seen clips, and I laugh because it's just like,
no, you have to watch the whole thing.
No.
When you lean over to somebody, you say they released this. Actually,
it is
really
imperative.
It got distributed.
What kind of coke-filled fever dream were they on?
Again, my favorite thing I learned about The Room was that, according to something I read, he was supposed to be a vampire the whole time. Imagine the whole movie changed not a thing, but he's a vampire. And then I think he was supposed to like get in a car and fly off, sort of Grease style. I'm 87% sure I'm not making this up.
I can't believe
87 is a real high number.
I'm just
you
telling
might as
you,
well say
I don't make the news, I just report it. I'm just
that's a lot to digest.
That's special. That's more than cocaine. That's way more than cocaine. There's a little bit of a chemical imbalance on top of the
there's
cocaine.
something in there. You mixed that with something, didn't you?
A little, and then wrote the movie.
Oh my god. So, to no surprise, One Piece on Netflix has been greenlit for season 2. To no surprise.
Yay.
To no surprise.
You're excited, Kira.
Kira's you know what? In real life, when Lady Mandalore leaves from here, she's like, I wish the area so I can watch this episode again.
No. Okay, let me tell y'all how many nights I have fallen asleep, deep sleep. I think I've said it. I have missed entire arcs watching One Piece because my eyes were closed the whole time. No.
It was just seeping into your subconscious.
I will say
that's kind of how it works.
No, I will not. No, I am not weak-minded. Absolutely not. I will say the best arc I have seen so far, the one that has held the most attention, and that is a very generous word I'm using, is I want to say alabaster.
Oh, the alabaster.
Oh boy, the asbestos arc. Yeah, that's the arc.
Actually, no, that's a good arc. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a good arc. You know.
Yeah. It was very interesting. It was giving CIA was in on it the whole time.
So it wasn't just me.
No, absolutely not. I was like, they telling on these motherfuckers. They're telling the whole story. Oh, okay, all right. If
that's actually it is really one of the better arcs that they that they tell, that they really kind of get to it, and you're just like, wow.
I was a little bit mad. I was a little bit y'all got messed up. Y'all got messed up. Just nod and smile. Shut up, Will. Nobody likes you.
Oh my god. But yeah, there's a lot to say about that. And Oda said he's still returning to do this. Hopefully they still get the same showrunner, because really the one thing a lot of fans had questions about was like, how do you fit this when you find out how many episodes it was in the first season? You're like, how do you make this work in 8 episodes? Like, what story are you telling?
And why 8? I don't get it. Like, if y'all are gonna, I know it's money. I know the answer is always
It's
money.
definitely money. When it's Netflix, it's definitely money. It's definitely money with Netflix.
If y'all would cancel some of these whack ass shows that y'all keep running into the fucking ground, y'all would have more money into better product.
They have what I've noticed.
I said a word. What is it?
I was just like, listen, we don't need another kissing booth movie.
13 Reasons Why. Why? Why?
Y'all didn't get this out the first time, right? Okay.
Who cared? I didn't care. That wasn't for me. I'm sorry. I mean, I know what it was about. However, there are better ways to tell that story. That was not it for me. There were way better words.
There are definitely shows that's on that streaming service that you wonder why they cancel one and why they keep going with another. I've seen it like numerous times, you know. Yes, money is a factor, especially. I bring up Santa Clarita Diet as a good example. That was just a good, funny horror comedy.
Okay.
And just because it was so quirky and out of left field, I said, let's see where this goes. But of course, when you have stars like Drew Barrymore and Tivoli Oliphant and Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk, and you have stars in this series, it's going to cost you money at some point. So it's just like, hey, they definitely gonna up the ante as far as their contracts is concerned. Like, yeah, we want more money. Well, we can't make another season. So that part I understand.
I'm also questioning their choice in, I think it's licensing for these different countries to show their stuff on Netflix. There's more than a few shows or countries that didn't need to have their whole repertoire greenlit. Like, they could have picked a few less and made some more of their own original stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't
just
do
it. Blink. Just blink if you're in danger. Just.
No, wait. You can't miss that's the mark. You gotta learn that's the mark. To the hat. Bop.
I got it.
We gotta go. Oh my god. So yeah, I think that's what they, I've seen, and even shows like Lost in Space, which I was invested in, and then they said, and we'll be back, and here it is. Like, it was like a year and a half, almost a year and a half before that final season came out. And at that point, it was just like, I'm not even interested anymore.
Glow?
Yeah.
What? That did not need to be canceled. That was actually good.
They have a lot. There's a lot of show. Even that season of Black Mirror, and don't get me wrong, I love Black Mirror. Black Mirror is good. But the season, and you knew it was a different season. It was the season that Anthony Mackie was on, and Nicole Beharie and Miley Cyrus. It was, and they had a shorter season. It was more Americanized.
Wasn't that one just like 3 episodes?
It was like 3 or 4 episodes or something like that. I'm like, oh, y'all shortened y'all season, and I'm like, y'all really Americanized it.
Yeah,
because everybody else
their ass off though.
Yeah,
and it wasn't like more. It wasn't a thinker or a too suspenseful. It was more of a let's piss off, either the liberals or the conservatives. It was that
right. It was one of them.
That's
situations.
What it was. Yeah,
because
it was more political.
You noticed the difference between the seasons, and you're just like, the ones before it, they kind of really dealt with the technology and everything else, and it would be actors that
Yeah.
But they were, because they were from overseas and they were, British. You know them, but you may not know their name or anything. But they were good.
Yeah.
They and you could tell that the quality was different. The storytelling was different. And it was like when you're used to a certain style and then it shifted. Tales from the Crypt did that. Like Tales from the Crypt went from the quirky horror with a spin, and then like I think that final season, it was like ghosts and goblins, British. It was like, yeah, this is a totally different feel. It wasn't the same. That last season of it wasn't the same. Damn, I need to see where I can find Tales from the Crypt now. Somebody's got it. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
They better make this last season of Stranger Things for Millie Bobby Brown has a baby.
Look,
them kids is grown.
Dude, for real. And it's crazy because those kids, it's not even their fault. One thing you find out about entertainment is, like they said, that one of the hardest people to work with are kids and animals, because kids hit a growth spurt and they have to figure out how to explain that.
Either you're shooting around it or you're not.
Like they wrote Walt off a loss because this dude had a massive growth spurt. A strike happened then too.
Yeah.
And he had a massive growth spurt. And it was like, how do you write him off? Oh, we just let his father say, leave off with these pirates and go off and live your life because the kid's too old now. It was the weakest reason why y'all wrote him off, because the way the show ended was baffling.
That might have been more of a blessing for that poor child than anything else.
Yeah, because he didn't. I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
Yeah, got away clean. Yeah,
no,
he was on the last. Wasn't he on the last episode?
It probably I think it was as a quick appearance.
Yeah,
but
he was like in the very last scene, whatever that heaven bullshit was supposed to be.
That's just what that was. Heaven bullshit. Imagine sitting there watching that and you're just like,
this is heaven.
Fuck it. No. You don't know what's going on. You're just like, I give up. I don't know what the fuck this was. I'm confused.
Yeah, no, y'all could keep it.
And then I'm like, the dog too? And I'm like, none of it makes sense. I'm like, don't give me this analogy shit. That's too much to wrap around. That's not even a good analogy.
No.
It was Agatha all along.
Oh, that would have been a much better spin than what they gave us, because good Lord. In other news,
this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Don't talk about Daddy Filoni. Don't come up in here talking to me about, oh, this episode was soft. Oh, I don't know what y'all are doing. Star Wars done fell off. Talk to me nice when you talking to me about Filoni Star Wars. I'll come at you for Filoni. For real. Y'all think I go hard about I'm sorry. I apologize.
Higher.
This nigga here.
Woo!
Step Daddy Filoni.
I had to watch that last episode several times because I'm like,
it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Will, okay, one more. Okay, because you probably missed this in the chat. Ahsoka's good. You should probably watch it.
It's damn good.
I've heard. I have a significant other that would dot my I if I were to indulge alone. So I shan't. Because
he has.
We're going to be on camera, people. This ain't in the best shape, but I gotta keep it in this shape at least.
He said from the shoulders up, it's got to be tight for the camera. Is what he said. Yeah. This episode of Ahsoka, oh my god. This is the camera work, gorgeous. The story, gorgeous. The cinematography, fucking gorgeous.
How do you get the thing that's in your brain to look like that on the camera? I don't understand how you do it, because it was I didn't know that I needed it the way that he gave it to me.
Practical effects, actually not relying too much on CGI, but man,
Will,
the Lord.
I mean, I heard like when I heard that they were releasing the episode in theaters and it's not even the finale, I was like, oh, they must really be they must be on one for real.
He is on one. If you are a Clone Wars fan, your prayers have been answered.
Dude, never. Yo, Tafari. Okay. So, all right. What were we talking? How I don't even remember how we got on that conversation. He saw the last shot and he posted something about it felt off. I'm paraphrasing. That may not be exactly what it said, but basically that's the summation of what was said. And he's like, "Oh, because I think we haven't seen that version of Anakin with Ahsoka."
Oh.
What? Let him cook. Let him cook. It's coming. Whatever y'all have been looking for, it's done. He's already the confidence for me.
That whole scene. And when he's teaching her in that whole scene, when I say, let me take this back, I gotta see that again. Because he's walking up and he ignites his red lightsaber and the flashes. It's the flashes. I'm like, that motherfucking working.
They said budget. What budget? You just do what you want. Here. It's your baby. Go. Raise it how you wish.
Just to sit there and watch, even with Obi-Wan, the scenes that they have in Obi-Wan between Anakin and Obi-Wan, well, Vader and Obi-Wan. There's one particular scene when his mask is cracked.
Oh, it's so funny.
And just watching the writing in that scene. This is how you know this man he cooking with grease. He been to somebody's grandmama's house down south. It's
that grease that you skim all the burnt pieces off and you put it in the jar. It's that grease. It's that good.
That Crisco jar that's sitting on the man.
Memories
of doing that, and he does the speech. And if you listen to Vader, you're hearing partially Anakin, and then as you hear Anakin in certain scenes, the glow of the lightsaber is blue. But then when you hear Vader, you see the red, and I'm like, I can go cry in the corner now because I was with it. Rosario Dawson is nailing this. She is, and shout out to Ariana Greenblatt. If you don't know who she is, she plays young Ahsoka. She also played baby Gamora. I'm like, wait a minute, she's a Disney kid.
She is. She's little baby ding ting. She's so cute.
And
I forget completely. So go ahead.
It's. I'm like, oh God. The Rex scene.
I gotta go watch this again. Like I might have to dip out and come back.
This is what you call, this is like college course breakdown. Like this is what the stuff you look at. You be like, no, you really want to tell a story. And Star Wars fans aside, you want to tell a story. That's what you look at. You look at what Filoni's been bringing to the table. He really is doing the Lord's work as far as the Star Wars universe is concerned.
Nobel Peace Prize. I'm just saying, in his time.
I'm like, if you wanted different storytelling, you're getting it. If you wanted some cohesiveness, you're getting it. You're getting Easter eggs, you're getting it.
Oh, I almost said something that was pause-worthy. But
everyone eats. Everyone sit down at the table. There's enough to eat. Just
Wait, I'm gonna say it anyway. You want holes filled in? You're getting it.
ready to get it.
I'm funny. My mama taught me well.
Oh, it is. It is a masterclass of work that this man is putting out and putting together.
Shout out to Boss Logic, because I feel like he was the genesis of all this. The graphic designer. There we go. Words don't leave me now. Because he was just randomly like, yo, wouldn't Rosario look awesome as a live action Ahsoka? And she was just like, that looks freaking amazing. I'd love to do that. And
for those that don't know, Rosario is for the shits.
We, the people, were just like, yes, that looks amazing. We want this. And Disney was like, yes. Tell us more.
No, it wasn't even Disney. That girl she went on a campaign for herself. It wasn't Disney. Hey, who got the fresh?
Fresh off of tackling some little kids.
Hey, my kids did fine at 64-8, so I'm very proud.
Oh shit! 64-8.
Oh yeah,
that's because
they was
just
playing.
I said go for the soul. Go for the soul. Destroy their will to come back on the field. Yes.
Oh my god.
Spartan
got out there on the field. He was like, "Look at me, now win."
It was pretty much, look, you can win or you can make them cry.
Spartan was the middle linebacker. Spartan was the middle linebacker.
Nah, Minnie Spartan was the defensive end. And
he was like, he went out there. He was like, we can't have this. Went back in there, changed to look like the rest of the team. Did a play, looked back at him and said, and that's how you do it. And then went back and changed.
He tucked all his beard into his chin strap. He was
man.
Like, I'm 16.
Right.
They had some kids out there that made me question some birth certificates. Like, ain't no way in hell that kid is 12 years old.
That's what made him suit up and get out there. He was like, let me make these two plays real quick so I knock the wind out of a couple of these little kids.
I thought there'd be a mercy rule, but I digress. I'm happy. I said I saw the other team look dejected, and my team was like, could you come back and coach us next week? I'll see what I can do.
So, Spartan, we are talking about this latest episode of Ahsoka and just how well, like, Filoni has been putting the Clone Wars, Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, even the Book of Boba Fett, which was starting out pretty strong and then somewhere it lagged, but it ended up becoming the Mandalorian 2.0. Just where he's putting everything and how he's putting everything, and it's just visually beautiful. Story writing is gorgeous, and it really helps when you have somebody like Rosario Dawson who's a fan anyway, like, and then to learn to study how to fight with both hands.
How many times have we sat there and said this? When you have actors who are dedicated to the craft to where they care that much, it is going to show.
Yeah.
It is literally and figuratively going to show. And Rosario Dawson is just an example. We can name off multiple examples, but Rosario Dawson has sat there and wanted to make this character her own, and she has. So it's going to reflect in the quality of the show. I'm not complaining.
One thing I will say about, even with the prequels between Christian Haydenson and Ewan McGregor, their lightsaber training battles, just the training alone, you're just like, there's scenes we didn't get to see that didn't make it. We're just like, yo, they were great battles.
Yeah.
CGI aside, those battles in the prequels were awesome.
Yeah.
We will definitely hand that to them. you know, and then when you see the behind the scenes and the training, you like, damn, there was more we just didn't get. And now you're looking at Ahsoka, yeah. And then you're getting these scenes in Ahsoka, and the battle scenes are getting hit. This shit's good, man.
No, can I just want to point out the fact that she fought that boy Balon with one saber.
Yeah.
She didn't use both. She didn't. Well, I mean, she should have.
She should have.
Kind of feel like that was like, I'm gonna meet you on your level type of thing. Like I can fight, I can do too, but nah. Let me go ahead and take away this handicap so you can't say shit if you lose.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's played really well. I'm loving this ride. I'm loving this ride.
I don't know how they're landing this plane. I'm nervous for two outcomes.
Do they really need
one outcome? If y'all swear to God, if y'all do a cliffhanger, I swear to God, if y'all do a cliffhanger, I swear to God, if y'all do a cliffhanger, I'm not talking to you for a month or until it comes back.
I'll know what's going to happen is Lady Mandalore will see it. But Lady Mandalore will see it. Will see the finale before I will. I know it. And if I get a text in the middle of the night saying, "God damn it," I'm like,
these motherfuckers, right?
We'll know. We'll know.
I'm not. I'll leave. I'm gonna be. Listen, look. If I'm quiet, it's a problem.
You ain't gonna be. If it doesn't go the way you want to, we gonna know, Kira. Because the first thing you gonna stare and say, "Baloney, you bastard!" That's all we gonna. That's literally gonna be the text.
No,
I mean, he's already hitting the emotion. He's hitting the emotion. He is tapping into. He is tapping into, and it was I don't know which one y'all put the skit in the chat, but the skit where it had the guy saying, "We have this new Disney show for kids." And the way that I said, "Oh, this is a great way to feed this line." Because you said, because I thought the same thing and then got to watching it. I'm like, hold on, y'all shut up. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this episode again. I'm like, this is a little. Why is it so subtly emotional?
It's almost like we didn't get them with enough emotion on the previous episode. More emotion.
Like, why are you making me feel feelings, cartoon?
I'm like,
supposed to be light and joyful and happy.
What happened?
I was like, I want more. I need to see them crying. I need to see them. I need to feel that through the television that it hit them that hard.
It's just like. They're watching it on the backstage and they're like, how do you like it? More emotion. It's not good enough.
It's almost like watching the dark side. No, I want.
And we've heard Filoni talk, so you're just figuring out like, when did he get a British accent? I'm confused. He's wearing a cowboy hat, but he's talking British. And what?
But at the same time, it's the confusion of it all. Like. It's like a messed up D&D dice roll. Like someone rolled a 20 and this is what we wound up with. Choose your character.
Oh my God. But yeah, it is. He's really the whole cast, really.
Yeah.
Entire cast. They're bringing the A game. They're bringing the A game. And you really do look forward to seeing what they have next, because it's just like, okay, this is good. Y'all cannot fail.
The whales.
The whales. Pergil.
The moment we introduced that possibility, it's like you can go for the nice easy landing and give us hope for season 2. Give us the nice easy landing and go for season 2.
The way it went, the way it was going, and then I'm like, stop, rewind it. I gotta see it again. Why does this work?
It was Free Willy in outer space. It was Free Willy in outer space. Because all she needed to do was have her do this while one of them went overhead. And
you said that was all that was missing?
That's all.
He's free.
Hold me like the river Jordan.
Oh Lord.
No.
I was thinking the same thing when Kira said it. I was singing in my
But how
head.
did the what is it? The music from the booth. Oh my god, from the oh my god, Tatooine. What the fuck? The Space Club.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
would I
really?
sing? That would.
Let me tell you.
I would've
Let me tell you. If you are not a Star Wars fan, I'm sorry. Not sorry.
At this point, you don't got a pulse.
Yeah, there's times. So me and my wife had did a trip a couple years ago, and we went to Philly because I was going down for a photo shoot. And as I was passing through the tunnel, I can't remember what the actual title was, but it was the flight. It was when the starfighters are getting ready to go into battle.
Nice.
And I was like, "Oh, this is serendipitous." And and my wife wakes up. She's like, "Where are we at?" And I said, "We're somewhere in the tunnel." She's like, "What are we listening to?" I said, "You're questioning too much. Just go back to sleep." I feel like I'm in an X-wing right now. If you are not a Star Wars fan, I've been doing it. Get with it. There's been times as children and as grown-ups. I remember going to the car wash with my dad and sitting in the back seat, already knowing I seen Star Wars and just thinking I'm in an X-wing. I'm fighting. I'm in the car wash and we're getting ready to go into battle. That's just.
Or if you've been in the kitchen and tried to have the glass come to you using the Force. I'm not lying.
I moved it a little bit.
I try it once. I try it once every day. Every time I just see that glass at the end of the counter, just try.
Just a little bit.
So by a raise of hands, when you go to the store and you come to that automatic door, how many times did you? Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie.
It's literally just a slight wave. Why do you do that?
It's fun.
Question. Why wouldn't I?
It was like you just wanted to sit there with a Darth Vader mask on and just sit at the doorway the whole time. Just what are you doing? Practicing.
I here in Ohio before Toys R Us closed down. I had the opportunity to take my nephews for the first time to Toys R Us. And you know the Star Wars figures that they stand about like maybe close to 3 feet tall, and they had Luke in a stormtrooper outfit, Han in a stormtrooper outfit, and they had Chewie. They were selling all types of them, right? So what I did, I took the stormtrooper Han, the stormtrooper Luke, and Chewie, and sat them at one end of the aisle. And I took Vader and 2 other stormtroopers and sat them at the other end of the aisle and walked away. And when the joy I heard from the family that's seen it, like the little kid was shocked, it was giggling. The dad was like, "Now that's just cool." I was just like, "And my work is done."
That's when you just sit there and just walk away, like, and you can almost hear the French horn in the background. I
felt like I was just walking off into the blue sun sunset. I was just like, this feels nice. My nephews was like, "What is that?" "I'll show you when we get back home."
Once you go down this road, there's no going back.
All right. It was just like my older nephew, he was like, "That's what that means." That's what I was like. My mom is cracked. She's like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, "So," and my niece told her. She's like, "Christopher." And I'm like, "Ma."
And another one is converted.
My job is done. I am the cool uncle.
Uncle Grandpa's cool.
I'm the one that brings it all together. But yeah, it is. It's moments like that. I live for that type of stuff because it's ingrained in the Star Wars is in our blood.
Yeah.
It's a story. It's a story in itself that continues with so many characters. It's It is Sesame Street for sci-fi nerds.
Yeah. Look, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. I still can't look at Giraffes without shedding a tear.
Jeffrey.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I'm sorry.
There is a guy who dresses up as Jeffrey
Mm-hmm.
at certain conventions. He dresses up as Jeffrey, but he's drunk Jeffrey, like out of a job Jeffrey. And he's got like tattered drawers on and in a robe and like an empty bottle of Jim Beam.
So he's Jeffrey, but Hancock.
Yeah, and like he's pissed because he's like he's vulgar with it.
I was gonna say hard time, Jeffrey.
Yeah, hard time, Jeffrey. I can't remember who his coin phrase was, but I seen him at a convention here in Ohio, and I said, "Yo, why did you let him close the stores?" I literally said that in front of a camera. I said, "Why'd you let him close the stores?" And he was like, "You think it was my idea?" And I was like, we gave them a show. We gave them a show.
It was like, I've been waiting for somebody to ask me that question. My time to shine. Let me go ahead and do this.
Let me talk to you real quick, young blood. Let me tell you how life is.
I can imagine that conversation would go. It wasn't my job. Oh no, I was the mascot. They made you think I was running shit up.
So that Toys R Us they put into the local mall does not count, people. That is a rinky-dink ass 3 rows of shit toys. I want Toys R Us back.
Damn. Not 3 rows of shit toys.
Yes. Like it's the toys for 3-year-olds and stuff.
Not the babies don't deserve toys. Wow.
No, they do. It's just that's not what I'm here for.
Usually Kira's saying the one saying fuck the kids, but they that's Kira.
I mean, I say that saying like I get it, but I don't say it directed at a particular group of kids. It's generalized. Fuck them kids,
So Lady Mandalore is the one that when we're in battle and she's the gunsmith and she looks at me, she's like, Captain, you think that might have been too much? You think you might have pulled off a little one too many triggers?
Like, listen, I know the first 2 or 3 that I hit, those were by accident.
that was friendly fire. That was friendly fire. And
2 or 3. Whoops.
He was like, they're not gonna know.
I mean, survival of the fittest. Should have ran faster.
Where was Kira during Order 66?
I'd be worried about guys like Kira gonna say, so look, sometimes you just got sometimes it's just my brother gotta go.
Sometimes you got to have one, sometimes you don't.
It's like Kira, really? Hey, it was either us or them. Make your choice.
They can make another one. That'll be all right.
They'll be fine. Hey, they'll be fine.
Just
no, but yeah, they really do. Like they said, it was North Olmsted Mall is where it's at, and I went in there. It was, mind you, it was during December when I went in there, so I wasn't expecting much anyway. And it's inside of I think it's inside of a Macy's.
Oh,
so it's not even an empty Macy's. It's inside of a Macy's that's still operational.
So it was that not even a full lane, just like a side of a department edge. Like you had the perfume on this side, and then you had that 3 aisles of crappy ass toys, and that was it.
Yeah, like not even full selections and stuff. They just had like, here's this, and I'm like, well, where's the rest of your stock at? Like, I get it. It's December.
We just got Ken dolls, no Barbie.
Yeah. Like you got. Where's the rest of your my wife is like, the one time I'm in the toy section, my wife doesn't have to look for me because all she has to do is look over, and I'm right there. Like she couldn't go with me inside of a Toys R Us. Where are you at? I'll let you figure that out.
Just meet me at the register. That's
right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Let's play the Price is Right, the home game.
Because I can tell you,
got the janitor.
I can tell you, going inside of a Toys R Us and you spend that money, you be like, damn, that was a lot of money. However, I don't regret it. I will see you next week. I will see you next week, good sir.
Ooh, good. If I didn't have my 2 sons, woo. Hell, actually, now that I have 2 sons, woo.
I was gonna say, you don't know what the trick is? You say that I'm holding on to this for you until you reach a certain age. And then
here's the funny thing.
Oh no, Obi already has a collection that's gonna make some people annoyed. He's already got a slight collection of comics and certain memorabilia that he's gonna love when he gets older.
Oh, he's got a chest.
Yeah,
that's what it is. He's got a chest. He was like, you can choose the ball or you can choose the sword, but you have to choose. It's one of those situations.
Oh, I was loving the fact when Kelly got brought on. So she says, "What is this chest doing in the nursery?" I said, "That's Obi's things." She goes, "Clothes? No. Bottles? No. Shoes? No. It's comics and stuff, isn't it?" Yes.
we have.
This part is not the blur's eye view.
I am nowhere close. I can show you how to spend it faster than you can save it. I'm gonna be honest.
Now, here's the funny thing about that trip. There was a father that came in and he had his 2 daughters. Now it's around December. December's the worst time, even when Toys R Us is around. You don't bring your kids into Toys R Us in December. You don't do that. At all. Like, you're gonna spend, if you thought you was gonna spend a lot for Christmas, trust me, you're spending way more by bringing your kids into Toys R Us during December. Cause you're like, we'll get this one thing.
No, you ain't.
Yeah, good luck with that. So this father brings his 2 daughters in there, and he was like, "Oh, can we have this? Oh, we can." I think Christmas was like maybe a week away. He's like, "Oh, can we get this?" He's like, "No, Christmas is right around the corner. Y'all ain't getting nothing." And I said to myself, and I looked at my wife, I said, "He's the dummy for bringing his daughters in a Toys R Us." She was like, "Yeah, but," I'm like, "There's no but. He made that mistake. He chose his life." He chose his life.
But still. So again, I gotta ask this outside of this. So because I know, like I said, I know I'm late to the party. So aside from Ahsoka, did y'all get to the list of?
We're actually getting. That's actually nuts. We were just wrapping up the news.
Gotcha. All right, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't miss the thing. I'm cool.
I won twice. Wrapping up the news.
Cool. I won twice tonight, so I'm good.
You won twice tonight.
See, he admits it. He was out there tackling poor little babies.
No, I was smiling ear to ear watching kids that just have no problem demolishing another team's chances. I don't know if I helped or hurt. I don't know if I helped or anybody. But anyway, what we got?
So our main topic tonight is we've all managed to watch numerous cartoons and still do. All right. And I'm not ashamed of that. However, a lot of these cartoons from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, they had some banger intros. Not banger, fire, pause. Had to be Spartan to fall on that sword.
That wasn't it.
It's
better not bring your kids.
So we got a couple. Some of them is actually from the earlier list from this week, but we got a couple of them that you can't shake how good the intros are. You can't. And I'm glad I didn't erase those because damn. So I'm gonna just give you Gargoyles is one of them. We talked about it earlier. The score alone that holds strong. It just does. It's very reminiscent of the score from Loki. The score from Loki season 1, like that. It's powerful. It's strong. It's intense. You know.
Oh damn! You know what? I didn't think about that. So just now. Yeah, that is a strong correlation to season 1 Loki. Well, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Another one, and it's catchy. And once again, I'm not ashamed. And I know Lady Mandalore is going to love this one. It's Jim and the Holograms.
Okay. I
Both
know-
versions.
I mean, they
I
do
know.
slap.
So remember how I said I used to just be missing Gem? That I said that in the chat. I didn't always catch it. So I've never actually heard the full theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like ever. So I mean, I appreciate the attachment.
Shame.
She-Ra. She
Shame.
She's another one.
She-Ra was that was my jam. That was my
No, you know what, Chloe? You're right.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing
Hell
Duck.
yeah.
Didn't Darkwing Duck get composed by?
Called DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous.
Damn, I'm gonna end up listening to that when I get off of here.
When Disney had seasoning. I'm sorry.
Didn't they?
They had some seasoning. I mean, DuckTales. I mean, we talked about this. I mean, you think about it, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin. All those intros were bangers.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Wow. Off the top rope.
You said off the top rope. You said off the top rope.
That was my it. That was it for me. I knew immediately to stop what I was doing and go sit down.
During those Disney seasoning days,
Disney had a lot of they had a lot of hits. They had a lot of they stayed because you know what? They really did stay consistent even after the 90s and going into the 2000s. They stayed consistent with a lot of their intros. They really did. Like Kim Possible.
Another one. Well, I just went DJ Khaled for a second.
And another one. It's just,
I mean, they did. I mean, between that one, even Phineas and Ferb, which is still stuck in my head because the kids I used to have after school used to watch that show. Only because they wanted to learn it. Not because of the fact it was about summer vacation.
mm-hmm.
I think they do, Lainey. I think there is a
They do.
They do. There's a Disney radio station that does do the intros.
Let me see.
The
It might
best
be on
part
Spotify too.
If you search on YouTube Music, a lot of these songs have second verses.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
They're
like,
full songs.
It's the intro. Why did you even write a second verse?
Look, the entire song for Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
You're just like, put this on the loop. I'm good.
I was gonna say Proud Family. That's another one. Proud. Let's be honest, it's Proud Family. You can't. I mean, yeah, that could have been
Solange. Of course, it's like you can't drop the ball on this.
Proud Family. Yeah, there's without question.
Yeah.
Can I give an honorable mention to Doug?
Yeah.
Honorable mention. Very simple.
A whole theme song based off sounds.
It's not an intro song, but remember Think Big from Doug?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Shoot, bang on a trash can is still undefeated. Bang on a trash can is still undefeated. That's all I'm saying.
A little voice is calling me, calling. Yo, bangers.
Oh my God, dude. Oh, Killer Tofu.
Yo,
Killer Tofu.
Yo, jams all day. Oh, I met the producer, the lady producer, Doug, when I was working in the vet office. I got to say thank you to her.
Why she got the lady producer?
Because she was a woman in
the
90s that produced a hit cartoon.
Are you saying that she can't otherwise be a producer? Why should you guys specify she a lady producer?
I don't appreciate you minimizing the women's struggle in this situation, sir. I don't think you are trying to take away her shine being a grown-ass woman in the 90s. I'm just
why is the head sway activated on both of y'all is my question. Just
it's genetic.
It's what happens. It's what happens.
Millennials with attitude.
Yeah. So What? So Lady Mandela, what other ones you got?
Ooh, shit! You put me on the spot.
I'm doing a round
I
table.
you know because I had three in my head, and then I went to Doug, and it all went away. Damn! I'm gonna say the generic X-Men because that's the first thing that comes to mind. It's in my soul. There was a black
Hell of a
ass
guitar.
cartoon that I can't remember what the hell. You know what? Justice League, that opening swell of the horns. That was it.
That does it.
The
That
French
does
horn
it.
undefeated. The undefeated French horn again.
That does it.
Mhm.
That does it.
Mhm.
That consistently does it.
Wait, come back to me. Come back around. I gotta remember.
Okay. What about you, Assassin? What you got?
Chip and
Oh,
Dale.
time.
Yep.
Yes.
Rescue Ranger. Summertime.
Like Safari said, that entire afternoon block that they had, they block started at what, like 3:30?
Give or take.
It was like 3:30 to 5.
Yeah.
No cakes too small.
Too small.
We have just got
Bandales, Rescue Ranger, Bandales,
Oh, I forgot about that one. Remix with Justin Timberlake. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, you're right, Laney. Yeah, Captain Planet.
I'm
Captain
sorry.
Planet.
You, Bama, you triggered a memory. Tiny goddamn tunes.
We're tiny. We're all
Tiny, they're
over.
tuned, little loony. It's cartoony, we're invading your TV. The sensors, we crack up all the sensors. Tiny Toon Adventures are universal comedy. So here's how yeah, I'll do the whole thing.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna see how long you're gonna keep going.
Oh no, I got it. No, that's core. No, anything with Cree is core memory unlocked.
I was gonna say at that point, just do Animaniacs
really
really names the continents.
No, can't do it. I have never been able to do it. I have tried for many years. I can't do it. And they changed some of the countries now. I'm out.
But,
Oh man,
but I still have a purpose in life to master that song.
with the Animaniacs, the
continent song.
I'm like, name another show that could teach you every freaking continent.
You know which one I know out of that entire song? Botswana. That's all I know. And I don't think that's a country anymore. So,
Right.
there you go.
We need the remix.
What people past what? United States?
They made it.
Yeah.
And that's all. It's like, and then something Peru. I was like, I gotta learn that song.
Man.
And the fact that you had it all memorized is amazing to me personally. But what else you got? What else you got, Will? I got you. I'm trying to see if nobody picks my list yet.
Damn, I can't.
It's the stroke and looking off to the side. It's
Looking off into the sunset. He ponders.
Let me see.
Go ahead. What you got, Spartan?
Huh?
Go ahead. I said, go ahead.
Oh, what I got?
Yeah, set it off.
Mine is interesting because I was a fan of like the weird ones, like Silverhawks.
That's not weird.
I was the one cat in 4th grade that was singing Silverhawks intro.
Especially after that when it hits that guitar riff.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm like, why?
Bird beat me to that one. Thundercats was also a banger too.
Thunder.
My personal hate was like, we didn't realize saying "ho" back then would not give us the backlash that it has now. Oh, you can't really say Thundercats intro without being look. At the time, we weren't talking about y'all. Oh, dang it. Who beat? Dang it, Chloe. Carmen Sandiego. It's not a cartoon, but Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world Carmen Sandiego was a banger too. It wasn't a cartoon, although it was a game show.
They had a game show and they had a cartoon.
No, they had a cartoon.
Them four white dudes was singing their ass off.
every episode, you be like,
was it
all right.
Yeah. Rockapella was a group. 5 white guys that sound like black guys.
I was like, y'all all right with me. That's all I can say. I was like, y'all good. Y'all.
I like, especially that white dude with the bass. Bass going.
Young blood.
Shut up. Just to backtrack, because she was over here make sure I'm pointing in the right direction. Trying to make me look bad with the tweet earlier. I wasn't saying the scene was off. It was just different because that was our first time seeing Hayden's Anakin with Ahsoka at all, and I feel like nobody was pointing that out. But,
oh my god!
But
All right.
moving back to the Disney shit, if a lot of the shows had songs within the actual episode. What is up with alfalfa up here? I know some things, but yeah, some of the shows had songs within the episode. Does anybody remember Ron's Naked Mole Rap from? And then they had like an extended version.
That was interesting.
Shouldn't have been that good. It should not have been that good.
Well, finding out there was like a whole extra verse that got cut.
I still laugh. I still funny. Or what was another one? Oh, Cops. That was a banger. I like Cops.
That's not a cartoon.
Yes, it
is.
Not. Yes, it is.
The
Cops. Let us know how old I am if you don't remember Cops.
Hold on.
I
gotta pull it up now.
No,
yes.
Yes, there's a cartoon called Cops.
Oh, everybody else is thinking of Bad Boys.
No, not the Fox show. The actual cartoon called Cops.
No, well, I need. Yeah, go into the archives
because I think when you see it, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about.
I feel like the ancestors would be very upset if I actually watched that.
No,
this was actually good. This was actually good.
I'm so glad Chris remembers this because I would feel like lost. I would really don't want to drink
outside my age.
Remembers this.
Oh my gosh.
Nope, not Police Academy. Not Police Academy.
Maybe it's a group delusion.
That's it.
I have seen this before.
Yes.
Now you listen to this.
Wait, is it on mute?
Oh, you gotta switch the sound.
Yo,
do we want to risk it on this platform?
Why was that black dude's neck so thick?
Hold on.
Look, they did him more justice than any black character in Dragon Ball Z. So
he looked like LeVar Arrington.
Still better.
That's why
still better than
watching this.
Wow.
He's like, that's my daddy.
Fighting crime in a future time. Protecting Empire City from Big Boss and his gang of crooks.
Never seen a cop that in shape. Why are they fighting supervillains? What is happening?
What is going on?
That man has jaundice.
The funny part is the black guy in the cartoon is called Bulletproof.
Hey, yo, nah.
So I reiterate, my ancestors. Oh, no.
Actually, this is an old cartoon and it's a black character. Let me check out his haircut. I just want to test something.
Yo, that dude's brain was in a jar.
There it is. Never mind. I take it back. I thought he was gonna have the Vince cut from a reset.
The crazy part about that cartoon, me and my brother was watching
that it exists.
That first episode, the brother gets shot.
Yeah,
shocking.
However,
I'm clutching pearls.
However, his name is Bulletproof Vest, and they did some kind of work on him where his entire chest was metal.
Just
because they thought they took him out, and he shows up. He shows up like, we thought we killed you. Nah.
So that's where RoboCop came from.
Everything I know about the show is now by force. And
yeah.
I reject it. I reject it wholeheartedly.
That was cool for its time. That was cool for, but like Spartan said, you couldn't get away from that soundtrack.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm back. I needed a refresher. Okay, I'm gonna hit y'all with a couple real quick.
Ooh, rapid fire.
Number one, it's going to be well, not number one, but in this particular order, Metalocalypse.
Ooh.
Yes. Teen Titans.
Definitely.
Oh, sweet merciful Jesus. Batman the Animated Series.
Most definitely.
And there's La Cheetah. Shit.
Cheetah?
Yeah. Follow Cheetah. I don't know. Ooh, Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents is catch as fuck.
Yes.
It's
I didn't realize the Pixies. I didn't realize the Pixies were who was it? Method Man and
yeah.
But was it Method Man and Redman?
I think so. I was too young to know who any of these people were. I just wasn't familiar. Like, even they don't expect some of those songs to blow up. They're like, I just did it. I didn't think it'd become a thing.
No, a track, and it's from a series, but they did a movie, and it's the G.I. Joe movie. Something about that version, not the live action, the cartoon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Spartan. The G.I. Joe movie they did, which was the introduction of Serpentor and everything else. That intro to that movie should not go that damn hard.
I mean, it's almost something with Transformers the movie, though. You know, you can't beat that. You got touch. You can't really beat that.
Damn power ballads, man. What the hell?
I didn't realize they play that song like 3-4 times in that movie. Like they got their money's worth out of that drink.
They said, "Look, if you're gonna charge us for it, we're gonna overplay the hell out of that song."
So we can only license so much. Pick one track and just slap it in these slots.
This is where it fits.
King of the Hill, yep. King of the Hill always had a banger, but let's be honest. It's Mike Judge. It's
the dude going, yeah, in the background.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but the Beetlejuice cartoon intro always does it. It's just good. It's not even long enough. I like that damn cartoon. And there was a time in the 80s where they would make a movie, they would make a cartoon out of any film. Chuck Norris, Rambo, RoboCop, Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh God,
Mr. T.
Yeah,
Mr. T. I'm like, how are y'all getting away with some of this stuff? The Toxic Avenger, like there was.
They just needed to sell toys back then.
They were selling them too.
Technically, it was easy to sell toys back then, though. I mean, you didn't have to do much advertising. So just put up a cartoon. You love G.I. Joe? Here's the automatic carrier that's $1,300 your parents can't afford. Separately.
Ghostbusters is another one. Oh yeah, Ghostbusters is another one.
Was it?
Yeah, it's another one. That's a good one. Here's a funny thing about Ghostbusters. This tells you how fucked up society is. So, they're looking for the voice actors for these characters, right? And they're looking for the one to play Winston. Ernie Hudson, who plays Winston in the movies, tried out for Winston for the cartoon. And they said what to him? You don't sound enough like Winston.
No, Negro.
And you want to stand
I am Winston. What are you talking about?
I played Winston in the movies. I'm pretty sure I got it nailed.
Somehow.
Right.
Wow. Through the grace of God. Ooh.
They're like, oh, that was you? I thought you were the guy from 227.
I really will Inspector Gadget, although that was a banger.
No, like Hardbody. Listen, we're about to be friends real quick. Because, as I discussed earlier, y'all didn't tell me about Demon Slayer hard enough. So we're about to be friends again. Listen, my grandfather looked so much to me like the man from 227. I thought this whole thing I've been doing my whole life was a joke. Like, I was waiting for the curtain to be pulled back and like, surprise, we're rich. Because my grandfather's clearly on 227. So whenever y'all want to like stop pretending we ain't got McDonald's money, just let me know. Like, I was waiting on it.
So we talked about like 2 different movies and other stuff, and that just all went over your head in the chat when we were discussing this show.
Oh my god.
The rage. I can't. I do believe I said in the chat at one point during the season finale of this season, go watch it right now.
Go watch it. For me, season 2 is still peak. 3 was okay.
You're wild. Anyway,
I feel like that one has more of a. I feel like season 2. Well, not to be corny, season 2 is more flashy.
Yeah.
Also, I like. Since we're on the topic, I like the theme song. Also, I kind of like that Mugen Train sets up like, hey, yeah, we kill demons, but we're not recognized by the government, so you can't just walk around cops with swords.
Shit, wait, fucking Demon Slayer's got a banger goddamn intro too. Wait a minute.
That's season 2. That's season 2 intro. That whole entertainment district intro, and then it's like, hey, we're not recognized by the police. We have to kill demons in secret. Cut to season 2, and they've leveled a whole city block. I still want to know, like, how do you explain this?
I'm
very strong wind.
I don't know. Season 3's intro, the Swordsman Village intro is still better. It's still a top one to me. I'm sorry,
dude. The fucking bullet, dude. Yo.
Anyway. I still love season 1. Don't get me wrong. Season 1 intro will always be my favorite. This is in my workout. It's in my workout playlist. But season 3 is just something about that. Some way that guitar and that intro just hit together. It's beautiful.
X-Men Evolution does not get the flowers it deserves.
It really does.
So y'all bring up X-Men, like the old one. That's when I say like I came in on the remix of everything. I didn't see OG Transformers. I saw like the early 2000s.
Okay.
So I didn't see X-Men. I got X-Men Evolution. Even in the remake of Transformers when they killed Optimus Prime, my dad was like, "That's not how that happens."
No, why he's playing when they did the Michael Bay version, and I'm in the theater with the wife and kid, and I'm sitting there like this. They got his ass again, some bitch. Yeah, I was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "You don't understand. I'll never forgive
every 5 years he's got to die. He's got to die every 5 years."
Like, would you just let this man live?
No. He dies for your sins.
Death comes too easy to him. It's like there's a reward for him. He must suffer.
Oh my god!
You got the touch.
SWAT Cats.
Another good one.
SWAT Cats. Everything that had like a rock intro or at least subbed in like rock music in a good spot. To this day, it's a tough to hunt it down because they don't like to license American music anymore. But I still buy like the older DBZ movies because they have replaced it with American music. And watch the intro to Cooler's Revenge, the way they riff that guitar in the second Bardock is doing the whole rebellion. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but yeah, fuck this guy too.
Beast Wars is another one. Beast Wars is probably one of my favorite. Out of the Transformers series, Beast Wars intro is my favorite.
Looking back at Beast Wars now, you're like, damn, I thought I was watching today's CGI back then.
Yeah, you were like, I don't know if it was like that.
Now like, some middle schooler can make that on their computer. I'm like, you know what? It was good for its time.
It was what we had. We thought we were living the high life at that point. We had sharp graphics at 720.
I mean, that's same graphics as Reboot.
Corey, fucking Reboot was fucking amazing.
Yes. And you know what? And
the intro.
Not only that, he's right about the Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man intro was
Mega Man intro was fire.
Yep.
So fire, in fact, Mark Cooper, Nerdcore artist, actually did a song remixing that. It's a Big Bad Beetleborgs. Damn.
Oh, remember when we discovered that the people in Reboot were black?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
there's no way there was no way Bob. There was no way Bob was running around. Bob was running around with locks and Dot was running around with that pixie cut. I'm like, yo.
And at the same time, they were still trying to save a world that didn't want them. They were black folks.
Oh, they were Xavier.
Damn. Oh yeah. Dread, and I knew I liked that dude for
Hexadecimal was weird. Hexadecimal looked like what happened when you didn't finish programming. That was like, you know what? Screw it. Just make him a villain.
was him.
That whole her early era of like early CG cartoons, that Beast Wars, Cubics, what was another Max Steel?
Yeah, Max Steel. Max Steel would have been Johnny Quest if Johnny Quest had male abilities.
Is it wrong that I thought like all blonde-haired white kids were like the same growing up?
No, you're not wrong. Because I thought the same thing. You're not wrong about that.
Like Disney confused the hell out of me because I was like, okay, we're pushing this Aaron Carter kid, and then he grows up, and then they do the Sweet Life and That's So Raven crossover, and I'm like, cool, he got a new song for the Kim Possible movie. And then I'm like,
he had a formula.
I'm like, so that's not Aaron Carter, that's Jesse McCartney. He looks exactly the same. Fast forward a few years, and I'm like, cool, Jesse McCartney got younger, and I'm like, who the fuck is Justin Bieber? Swear to God, I was like, I thought it was the same person for like 15 years.
It's like he just changed personas.
I thought that's what I thought he was just swapping stage names.
And repeat.
I don't feel so bad for saying Filoni was Tim McGraw earlier.
Oh no,
hey, man! Over and over again with double platinum.
No,
in my
you feel bad. No, you feel bad. You feel bad
like,
for that.
Live like you were dying. I'm sorry.
Not even a little.
That's always gets you.
Action man. Yeah, Corey got it. Corey got a list. Corey got a list.
Action man. Oh, good God!
I was gonna say Mummy's alive.
Why did the black dude Action Man treat math like the Force?
Wait, are these for intros? Are we just running off cartoon?
No, these are intros.
I'm out.
These are intros.
Did anybody ever watch like I don't even know if it's still a channel anymore. I think it was like Discovery Kids had a couple. They had one show called they had one show called Tutenstein that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dealt with like this young pharaoh who died, and he actually had like a lot of black Egyptians that. It was actually it was pretty informative for its time.
And then they realized we can't teach them about their ancestry. We got killed.
Yeah, then they followed it with Time Warp Trio, where it was 3 white boys just fucking up history every channel. And they were there like
Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man. Oh,
yeah, definitely Spider-Man.
That's up there. That's almost up there with the X-Men.
That was a hell of a weekend. That Saturday morning was. You get X-Men and then you get Spider-Man with both fire intros. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, some of those like high-pitched, super fast intros. They're like it was a full song, but it was like they put it on 2 times speed.
Yeah.
Super Robot Monkey Team.
No, not the box.
Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. Oh shit.
I'm in the box. You know what? I can't say anything because I remember the box.
Yeah. The box. Oh my God.
Sonic,
Sonic was another one. You're right.
Yeah. The first initial Sonic, like when ABC ran with it, or are they talking about the
animated series? Because that one had like a nice little campy. They had Sonic Says with "Don't Smoking" PSAs at the end of the show.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it was the ABC version he might be referring.
Yeah, they have the ABC version, but then they came with the fast rock and roll version with Sonic X.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I think Jaleel White do the voice on that version. I think
on Sonic X. Yeah, he was the voice character for Sonic X.
And so it was
fastest thing alive. That was Sonic Underground.
Yeah.
They kept changing. They kept changing. Mighty Max wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Talk about a emotional ass cartoon shit.
Universe.
God damn.
I was gonna say for cartoon intros, Exo Squad, but that's really showing my age.
Anybody watch Code Lyoko?
Yes.
I didn't realize that was like a French show, and they just came in trying to compete with us and did it well.
Mm-hmm. It's all the same level as Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with that show or where this new one is. If it's the same story with just weirdly new animation, they pulled an American Dragon, Jake Long. They just hey, we're gonna change the animation and not acknowledge it at all.
Oh man,
I think the Fox Kids Action Hour, which was Fantastic Four and Iron Man.
Yep. He's alright.
I
I was
was
like,
talk about using a daggone power ballad, man, not Iron Man. I was just like, who's doing this? Black Sabbath? Or like,
So
wait, say tomorrow.
I was gonna say before it died and went into the Lazarus pit, G4. This is kind of what made me watch the Wolverine. G4 had these out of the blue. They just had these 4 Marvel animes. It was
Wolverine, Blade,
X-Men, Iron Man. The intros, the stories were actually original. Only one I can say has been reused today is the movie The Wolverine, but it was stretched out a lot more. It was actually pretty dope. But each of those came with some original intros I liked a lot. It was that was the last time anyone watched G4.
Rest in peace.
That's what that told that network.
Didn't they bring it back for like 5 seconds?
Yep, and it went right out the window.
Yeah, it didn't. That revival didn't last long at all.
There it is, and there it goes.
Yeah, it was pretty much. It was like, hey, we're back, and we're gone.
Looks around at John Travolta. What the hell?
Really, Kira? not the Pulp Fiction version. Just
like, what the fuck is that?
Not the uncomfortable silence. Not the uncomfortable silence.
Please, I'm lost. I nothing to do.
You know what?
I'm younger than I thought.
I think you got one, Kira.
Oh.
You got another one?
I have one.
Do you?
Do I have another one? I'm going through the recesses of my mind. Ooh, y'all don't know this one. Y'all don't know this one. Nobody knows this one.
Okay.
I only say because you brought up G4. Code Monkeys.
Yes,
Code
we
Monkeys.
do.
Okay, I don't know. I'll be weird. I'll be watching stuff sometimes. I don't know.
You were up at G4 watching.
Wait, what was it again?
Code Monkeys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I do know Code Monkeys. That's what got me. That's what got me.
Damn, Corey reaching in some crates over here.
The box back. Oh damn.
Corey's reaching in the crates.
That was wasn't that the first anime that tried to do 3D in a 2D environment? They tried to make it seem like everything was closer and moving faster.
I know we mentioned
Gargoyles.
I know we mentioned Gargoyles, but does anybody remember the Goliath Chronicles?
Yep.
The name rings a bell.
It was the Saturday version. Like once it left afternoons during the week, they did the
Shut up, Will.
They moved it over to Saturday. And it was like they called it the Goliath Chronicles. That was just hard.
Because let's be honest, because we kind of got tired of old girl just trying to, mess Goliath over her chance she got. I'm like,
we don't talk about Goliath, Corey.
We don't talk about the Goliath Chronicles.
Yeah. When you got shifted to a new block, or shifted to the channel you had to buy extra cable packages for, you were sent there to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but at the time, that was when the Power Rangers started getting popular, and then they started switching stuff out. And then you went from Mighty Morphin to Zeo, and then all that stuff.
I kept up until the Dino Rangers came in. I couldn't anymore.
Oh, I got now. Chris may know this. Kira, Will, Tafari. I'll be surprised if y'all know this because it was kind of bad. Do you remember Mystic Knights of Tyranno?
God,
I've seen it.
I remember the words, and that's it.
Because the fact that Chris leaned over, I'm like, he remembers how when Ham Saban thought he was hot shit and was like, you know what? Let me create other Power Ranger-like shows. Mystic Knights of Tyranno was a one and done series.
God, that was.
It was the black dude was the Knight of Water, and I mean it was horribly bad.
He was Aquaman before Aquaman.
He was Aquaman.
Oh
I mean, it was bad.
Does anybody remember Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go and they killed off the black monkey?
Yeah.
They killed off the black monkey and made him a spiritual white monkey.
Yeah.
I'm just now remembering it as I say it out loud. I'm like, that is so. They
hold on.
They
Hold
killed
on.
the black monkey. Left
Hold
us
on. This
for like 2 years.
This is classic right here because
Kira's lost.
She was like, what the fuck?
Kira looks so lost.
She was like, super what now?
What
Super
the
Robot
fuck?
Monkey. It's fancy.
What? Okay, I was gonna put this in the chat. Remember how I said that I was bougie Yeah, I ain't slumming it on cartoons. I can't do it. I feel like I feel like standards needed to be set in my household, and my family did a very good job. I was not privy to those.
Don't feel bad. VR Troopers, that was another one. VR Troopers was another one and done. That was another Power Ranger like show that really wasn't that good.
Corey, you're not wrong. Corey, you're not wrong.
Yeah, shows that deserve little shows like that deserve to keep going was because people used to say one was a knockoff for the other. Timo Supremo and Mucha Lucha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mucha Lucha, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have to
Damn, Mucha Lucha. Wow.
I mean, that's worse than dang it. That's another one. But then again, that's another one that's kind of obscure. Chris, you remember the old Luchador show that came on Fox where they tried to do Luchadors as superheroes?
Macho Nacho.
Yeah.
No, not that. No, it's
Was it kind of like a wrestling anime?
Not an anime, but it's live action. And I cannot think of the name to save my life right now. It's God dang it. Give me a second. I'm sorry, give me a second. I look it up.
Stereo's Adventure Time.
There's Corey in the clutch.
Nope, not Ultimate Muscle.
That's what I was thinking of was Ultimate Muscle. It's not that.
Okay,
give me a second.
Okay. I need to know everybody.
We watched a shit ton of cartoons.
I was going to say my GPA might be a little bit higher than some people's in this room.
Girl,
just
if anything, the show I was just naming
Los Luchadores. That's why I couldn't think of it. It is so obscure that it is so obscure that not people can remember it. Yes, that's another with WWC Masters.
Damn. That was when that was Pocket Monsters. Okay.
Shout out to the machine.
I was
to the machine that was on World Combat.
That's something inappropriate.
I was today years old.
Thank you. Bama Blurb remembers it. Thank you. Los Luchadores was what I was thinking of. Because that's the name of the show. But it was.
I was today years old, but I probably should have realized this sooner. I didn't realize the Pokemon theme song we got was because they didn't want to license the original Japanese one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Doesn't it say a lot when you hear about a lot of the stuff from back then that you didn't know affected it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, what the, like I've mentioned, like the X-Men intro. The X-Men intro that they got overseas it's animation wise is far better than what we got over here.
Yeah.
Because they were using top tier anime quality.
I mean, they were kind of the source.
Yeah.
When you're at the source, you can kind of make you can Gordon Ramsay that shit. That's all I'm saying.
So I don't know. Goof Troop is another one. So there's a couple.
Yeah, we got the Pokemon theme, the original Rock the Dragon theme for Dragon Ball Z, which I was kind of sad that one left because then Funimation basically booted the entire Canadian cast.
Actually, the One Piece season, the One Piece when they were on what was the remix that they did when it was on Fox?
Well, I just introduced Kira to the 4Kids dub of One Piece, and I need everyone to understand that was how an entire generation, my group, got introduced to that show. It's been a roller coaster. We were introduced with that cast and a whole bunch of names and replacement. I think it's to this day they still get Zoro's name wrong in the manga today because of that damn show.
So you got the Gaio theme.
Yeah, with the rap, the guy rapping the song.
Yeah,
I actually like that. He actually came back and did an updated version for the 1000th episode, and I'm like, all right. Salute to him and the guy who did the Pokemon theme because I know y'all didn't get paid for this.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, I don't know what it was with 4Kids like in Fox, like throw a rap song in and the kids will like it.
I mean, well, they did the post rap the same way.
There's Digimon are our champions.
A rap song or a
Digimon
rock
was
song.
the same way. But then again, Digimon was more of a knockoff of Pokemon. We didn't care.
Yeah.
Hey,
sounded like some wannabe. Sanji was some wannabe Brooklyn Brawler type dude.
Brooklyn Brawler.
Zoro was Zolo. They changed a couple of the names to like not be offensive. Then Dragon Ball Z would come over and they made Popo blue because I guess he's black now.
Mr. Popo, Mr. Popo is like the first time you saw him. You gotta admit, the first time you saw Mr. Popo as a black dude on Dragon Ball, did you not feel like a little bit like, okay, I need to turn this shit off?
Yeah.
You ever see Atlanta when they like have the flashback episode? It's like you see Dragon Ball Z last night? It's like, no, my mom saw the black dude with the red pants and cut it off. She thought it was racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when I came across Mr. Popo and me and my brother looking, we're like, yeah,
I haven't felt that bad. I haven't felt that bad about Dragon Ball since the World Tournament when you saw the black dude as a martial artist. I'm like, really?
Killer, yes. Look up Trunks versus.
You drew Killer that way.
Drew Killer, and then the original voice they gave him, he legit didn't say words. It was just a bunch of. He might have birthed mumble rap. I don't know.
I mean, he probably did. I mean, at least Biscuit and Baki looks like a black dude, but you gave him a name like Biscuit though. I can't
Biscuit
get past that.
Yeah,
his name is Biscuit.
No, that's racist.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, you ever watch one episode of Baki with him in it? You're gonna be like, why did y'all do black folks like this?
Why do y'all continue? It's not even. It's a regular occurrence. Ooh.
And this is why we need.
You've got to be seen green.
Corey might have a point. And as a country ass Negro myself, I didn't know people couldn't understand Boomhauer and King of the Hill.
How you gonna understand? You can understand Boomhauer, man. You just gotta listen to him, man.
He sounded like my cousins to me, so I never knew it was a problem.
He sounds like New Orleans to me. I'm not gonna lie. He sounds like somebody from New Orleans.
He sounds like my old school ass aunts and uncles. So it wasn't until I moved up to the Midwest for college and I realized people can't understand him.
It's that one relative that always has a cigar in his mouth. So you have to learn to look beyond the mouth and listen to the words. Huh? I told you to get that carburetor on that. He said, what? He said, get the carburetor on the other side.
I don't know what the hell that man was saying.
He said some caution about tree fitting.
So I know we had mentioned the Disney block, but somehow nobody mentioned Aladdin.
Damn.
Nobody mentioned Aladdin.
Who said it earlier? Did they really cut off Aladdin on TV after 9/11?
They did.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so bad, even Hercules had to cut ties. He said, you come to my show once and never again.
Like, you are not
Arabian Nights is still available.
Yeah, if anyone's watching on Disney Plus, it's called Hercules and the Arabian Night. Hercules and Aladdin take place in the same time period.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Oh
well.
Meanwhile, that Buzz Lightyear show, I guess that we just never talk about ever again.
No, we don't.
Nah.
So it's safe to say that there's a crap. Well, we don't. The intros that we get for the cartoons now, they're very short.
Regular show,
regular show, Craig Creek, Adventure Time,
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe does have a good full theme song. It's just they slap so many commercials and promotions. They just give it that little title card now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even the guys who work on it were like, I kind of like that it's on Max now because the show is meant to be watched like in succession, not like this weird 5 episodes every 6 months thing they did for us.
Yeah,
it's weird. So you can tell that the dynamic for a lot of the cartoons have changed.
And Bluey.
Will is Team Bluey.
Look, I grew up with toxic violence and Toonami, which
I'm
also
look, Bluey saves lives in this household, so I'm not mad about that.
So I think it's safe to say that, you know, cartoons as a whole have a stronghold, especially the damn intros, because 80s, 90s, early 2000s, that was in Disney. They pretty much ran Disney and Nickelodeon ran the 90s.
Yeah.
And
their intros ran the 90s. It was like, this show might end, but we might have something for you. Here, this will get the kids dancing. This will get the kids dancing. You'll love it. You know, and lock them in. My God, they locked them in. And like you mentioned earlier, Spartan, when you mentioned Silverhawks, I'm like, why does a cartoon from the 80s have a guitar riff going that damn hard?
Right.
And then you turn around. Right. And then you turn around years later, here come the Power Rangers. I'm like, why is the fucking guitar riff going that hard?
I'm gonna be honest. Someone sat there and said, I bet you can't outdo them. You on the guitar. I was like, I bet you can. I'll do this and this. Really? Cool. Bet. And there we have it. You gotta think. I think the riff from Power Rangers is basically a guy just forgot where he was on the spot, and they just let him go. They just say, you know what? That's the song.
He was in his zone.
Did they send him to the Justice League booth? Because that's what the Unlimited thing is. Like we know we have the orchestra, add a guitar in there.
Just for no reason. Just throw a guitar. Just go with it.
And then some of the bumpers Toonami used to come up with for their shows.
Mm-hmm. Like and that's why I'm so forever grateful for Samurai Champloo. I am so forever grateful for that anime. They're telling me hip hop doesn't have an influence on anime. You cannot tell me.
No matter how many big lipped characters they want to make. I'm salty about it.
You ain't wrong.
You have to be very selective.
Mm-hmm.
Like very selective.
I haven't watched Fiona and Cake yet. Have they violated us or no?
Say what?
I caught the first episode, but I haven't. No, I caught the first 3 episodes, so nothing yet.
Which episode? Which anime?
Fiona and Cake. I was saying, have they violated us yet?
No.
No.
I mean, other than Donald Glover playing Marshall Lee and him singing, I still need that song. That song.
Bad Little Boy. You know, for all the bangers that Disney put out, they couldn't afford FM radio. That always baffled me.
I could have sworn Disney had a radio station back then.
AM 990. It was AM 990, and it was nothing but static nationwide. I was just like, y'all are putting out like naked mole raps and whole mixtapes of the in-show songs, but we can't afford to move to a station that I can hear it.
I mean, let's be honest, we're still waiting for Powerline's album.
Yeah.
We're
never going to get that Powerline album.
Meanwhile, Cartoon Network, look, Disney, if you're watching when the strike is over, we don't need a third special title. Just call it another Goofy movie and just make Max Goofy's age, make Goofy a grandpa. Let hilarity ensue.
Max is a father now, and now he has a
Max is the father now. Oh my god.
Goofy's the living granddad helping out.
Oh,
you know what I like? I like that
Millennium Parents.
If you watch DuckTales, they actually do connect a Goofy movie to that series somewhat.
Same university.
Same university.
Same university, yes.
Same university, and Max at least took Roxanne to prom. We know she made it a few years.
At best.
Yeah, Disney was out here dropping mixtapes with like some of their featured shit. Meanwhile, Cartoon Network got Andre 3000 for Class of 3000 and dropped 2 whole albums.
Bruh, man.
And then we never saw Outkast again.
We didn't see Outkast.
Versus Disney.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So we're heading out, I guess. So on that note, yeah, cartoons definitely have a strong hold on us when it comes to these intros and these power ballads and never getting the Powerline album, and you still have to revisit a lot of this stuff because go listen to the full version. Go listen to that full version of Darkwing Duck. I'm like, damn, is it that long? I'm like, wait a minute.
It's a 3-minute song. It's a solid 3-minute song.
Yeah.
Chip and Dale movie. We want Darkwing. We know y'all have the script.
Quit playing. Quit fucking playing.
If you look under, they tease the Rescue Rangers movie. If you look underneath the photo, underneath the badge, there's a Darkwing Duck script in the picture.
I'm with it.
And DuckTales set it up for
they set it up for a series.
Yep.
Yeah,
it was like a 2-part episode or something. And
there was one episode where it's like the original Darkwing and the new one clash, and then
because the new
season
one's
3 when they were hitting the wrap it up button, they just gave him like a 2-episode special.
Yeah. Like because he was a Uber fan of the original, and then spoiler alert, the original was really a dick, and he becomes Mega Duck.
Yeah, we said
by the end of it,
did nothing with it.
Yeah, he ends up becoming Mega Duck, and then the Uber fan becomes the actual Darkwing. You know, so it was. I'm like, this is perfect. Where is it?
They didn't say it a lot.
In the vault.
In the vault. So
in the vault with all the other Disney properties.
Right. Meanwhile, David Tennant is just like, you're just wasting my talent.
For a limited time. You
Jesus.
Tell me now.
goes back into the Disney vaults.
They used to kill me with that limited time. For a limited time. Get this before we lock it away forever.
We lock the doors again.
Here it is on streaming.
Disney used to do the
Blu-ray did.
Disney used to do the movies. Disney used to do the movies what like Nintendo does to video games. Everybody loves. It's like, you having fun? Cool, that's enough. This is over. Get back in the house.
Oh my god!
Limited time. You too can sing all the colors of the wind.
Oh, just the pain.
Oh my god! Talk to the people, Lady Mandalore.
Hi. Cool. Yeah. Instagram. That's my name right down there. You can find me there 24/7. I am not awake 24/7. So if you DM me, I'm probably not going to answer you in about 20 minutes. You can also find my podcast of the same name on Sundays at 7 p.m. I have very quirky guests coming on this weekend. They're called Three Ninja Blurs. They are it's gonna be funny. So tune in. You can also find me on the TikToks as Child of Mandalore. I have a podcast of the same name. You can find that on Spotify, yada yada yada, and the whole thing. And yeah. Oh.
See the impact you're having. She's out here racking up souls. She's out here racking up soldiers.
I had to let that laugh.
Famous Kira.
Yeah, I hope you caught up. So I'm gonna just make the joke. She's out here racking up soldiers like Bo-Katan in season 3.
All she's missing is the Darksaber at this point. She's missing the Darksaber.
Look, she's looking like close enough.
She sat there. She sat there and pulled the Gone with the Wind. Why, Mr. DuPont? I do declare, Mr. DuPont.
Oh my god!
That flattery gets me in the parlor.
Oh, well, thank you. Tip your waitress. So, also, you can find me at Jesus, not church on a Sunday because
you can find me
Lord, I can't figure out anything else that I'm on right now. Yeah,
lean on the Lord.
Yeah.
He will bring you through. Come on.
Lord Vader is acceptable. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I always feel like I forget something at this point, and I can't. F the algorithm.
Yeah.
There it is.
Podcast, things you do.
Podcast. Let Child of Mandalore.
She mentioned Child of Mandalore.
Once a month.
I hate y'all. Do you know I hate y'all? On the weekends, I think about it often. I do hate you. Yeah, no, I'm.
She's such a great second in command. I love it.
Yeah. I'll kick you off the ship.
We're Spartan. He's out there floating. He's got a suit on. He's fine.
He's in timeout. I gave him about 5 minutes of oxygen in the suit. He'll be fine.
Not the Among Us eject.
Just the straight Among Us. Just this is bullshit.
Hey, listen, I gotta if I'm nice, what happens?
You still can't.
We don't know.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if you're nice or not. You still can't stop your alarm.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Yes, always keep them guessing. Oh, I'm going to New York Comic Con in October. So if anybody else is going
to, it is.
Don't be weird. Don't be weird. I'll be out there. Okay.
Don't be weird.
If you're next to me and you don't, if something isn't working,
she will call you on your shit. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna say this, and
he is eye level with most people's armpits. So please be kind.
I'll fuck you up. You know that. I'll fuck you up. You know what makes everybody the same level is if you get hit in the goddamn knees. Okay, don't stop messing with me.
Ooh, triggered.
Good night, America. Thank you for coming.
Concentrated evil. Concentrated evil. Don't do it.
Thank you for coming aboard.
Hi, Ebony.
Oh, you came for the blackness and stayed for the violence. Love it.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Talk to the people, Tafari.
Oh, I guess it's me now.
Oh,
you haven't figured out how to point. Yeah, here All socials at this name now. I'm usually not up here, but half our staff called out because reasons.
Because a life is lifing.
Life is lifing and adulting sucks. Whoever sold me this dream is a lie and should be kicked in the knees.
I actually thought he was going to say kicked in the nuts, and I said, "Oh, it rhymes. It'll work."
I have a dream.
That's too easy. I feel like people just use that for clout these days. But I am the comment cripple. I am the keyboard cripple, the comment section, boots on the ground boy, and post-production person for this podcast. I'm usually not up here, but I felt like hanging out today, so why not? If you see any shorts, background stuff, people that I met in person that end up being here, that's usually what I do. I usually do a lot of the shorts, a lot of the editing. Pretty much everything that gets done after this show is not on the air is usually sent over or forced over or fussed at to be posted by me.
Not before.
As for now, I am just home until I think J1 Con. I think I'm leaving the house never till then. Otherwise, anyone's trying to go to DreamCon, by the way, tickets drop tomorrow. So heads up if anyone's watching that. And
Hey, bring the competition down, homie.
Damn.
Let them.
I'm sorry, tickets drop Saturday. I didn't say anything at all. Saturday at midnight 05.
Love y'all.
But yeah, aside from that, my normal content, I post skits and stuff on Mondays because Mondays suck, so I try to make them a little less terrible. That's my whole thing. Other than that, that's pretty much it for me. We just had we had a whole interview with DragonCon with Phil Lamar that I just did that y'all should go check out on the channel after this. We've done some other interviews that I was there for. We had Carl and Love Jones from Martian Blueberry at DreamCon, friend of the show Geeks and Grubs, and Miss Queen of the Pirates herself was on. So
go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell.
We got other people pending, but we're working on that part. So
we have fun over here. If you haven't paid attention to what we do, we have fun over here, and the guests have fun too. So
we just had Computer on Tuesday, so there's that.
I was laughing so far. I said boots on the ground boy. I was just like, that is a horrible superhero. Just
hey man, Blank Man stayed his black ass on the floor.
Boots on the ground boy sounds like a superhero from the Tick. Is that what you're trying to say?
Arm fall off boy.
We ain't got enough black anything. I'm just here to make sure people shake hands and don't miss each other.
It is me. We'll be watching the Cinematic Assassin, your Frugal Funko Finder, your Baltimore's box office bully. All these things. You can find me at Mayhem Media. That's MAYEHEM Media. Yeah, I promise to be a real content creator one day and actually try to be as funny as I am in the comments, like in skits and stuff. It's coming. I swear for Lord. I promise. Pinky swear with all of you. One time. I'm a writer for purefandom.com. I am a writer for blurseyeView.org. I am a on-screen personality here for this lovely podcast because it's a video podcast. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Good Lord.
We're a live show.
You're handsome.
Well, I was waiting. I'm like, are you getting ready to do the? Are you? I was like, I thought he was getting ready to do the signal. I was like, wait a minute. What?
The hat was gonna be thrown.
I'm like, wait a minute. Do it.
I did not have
here. Other stuff. I don't know. I wear a lot of hats. It's part of my personality.
Literally
Also,
and figuratively.
Right.
Hey, see, look.
I'm getting into stop motion. That might be a thing. I might be important one day, maybe. I don't know. Listen, mental health's important. If you can't tell by my rambling, so make sure take your meds and take that PTO and whatever else you do. Lean into learning, lean into laughter, lean into love, and we'll make this world a better place.
Mm-hmm. Spartan, talk to the people.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is I, Black Spartan, Black 447 on all your social medias. I usually do reviews and everything that I read, that I watch, that I play, and sometimes coach football and inspire young men, destroy other young men, and still somehow feel You know what? We will take positives. I know they are inspired. I'm gonna go with that.
He just came from conquering another battlefield like a true Spartan.
I mean,
there you go.
Do you end the fight, or do you end your opponent?
You were putting up last chance numbers. That and they apparently ran the Giants defense because Jesus Christ.
No, this one kid got steamrolled, and I kind of felt bad for him because he kind of flatlined.
No, you didn't. And you laughed just like that. That's exactly how you laughed when you saw it.
I had to turn away because the kid got trucked, and so my player is all happy and stuff. The kid is just he's out, and I have to turn around and be like,
see.
But I couldn't do that. You really can't do that. But anyway. I do have a couple of podcasts, guys. My political podcast, House Record, got here every Wednesday and Saturday. My video game podcast called Get It every Friday. Both shows can be found on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I can be found wherever podcasts are seen or heard, depending on where you go. At the same time, I'm one of the many heads, wordsideview.org website for writing. I actually handle wrestling. Why? Because wrestling is real and people are fake. Shout out to Mr. Kitty for that one. Again, guys, if you know someone that is out there is doing something new and exciting, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a con, or, something new that we kind of mentioned on here that we love to keep mentioning because we're kind of excited about it. Share the word. There is nothing free speech. Word of mouth is the best way of advertisement and the least cost from you. So support others the same way you support Beyonce if she existed. Also, con season is upon us. 3 simple rules I ask everybody to go by. Number 1, respect all cosplayers. Because trust me, you don't want to run into a guy like me when someone tells me that you're disrespecting them or ogling them, and then I go looking for the back end of a pickup truck and I measure for distance. There's a story. That's all I'm going to say. Second of all, wash your ass. As long as deodorant, soap, and perfume or cologne is still for cheap, don't go around the con smelling like trash can juice and expired sauerkraut. That's all I ask. Be clean. When you go near Kira, because Kira's armpit level, she does not need to smell your funk. Kira does not need to smell your funk before you arrive. That's all
I am going to stop this slander against me immediately, because what you're going to end up having people do is put their arm above me, and that will make me very, very unhappy.
Okay.
See how she tells him to stop, and I get hit with the immediate threat.
See, here's the thing. I'm saying don't disturb Kira. Don't disturb Kira by bringing your funk around her just because she's downwind.
Do a spot scent check. Ask somebody else before you run up on me.
There you go.
And if somebody is next to you and they're nose blind, please ask someone else because because we don't have enough bail money for Kira in New York right now. So please check yourself.
We gave all our money to Chair Uncle. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean we don't have bail money for Kira because she will kneecap somebody. Anyway, rule number.
I know where to hide. What you talking about?
You be the first suspect. Anyway, rule number 3. The same rule that I have for cons, the same way I have in life. Simply put, be kind, be nice, be polite. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
Spartan.
Or the Spartan.
I'm sorry. It's just that whole time I was thinking of a whole scene of me and Kira interrogating somebody, and I say, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, that's the lady over there. You don't want to piss her off. You might want to tell us what we need to know."
Ooh, and I'm peeling an apple.
Yeah,
just the whole time she just sitting there. She's concentrating the apple and not looking at somebody. Don't let her near me. Don't let her near me. Just sitting there.
So now that they're listening to me, but they're looking at her.
Oh, there's a child on him. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, my sister's in the bathroom, so I got stuck on uncle duty.
Nah, but like his off my phone, so his square is mad small.
Whatever.
I was like, calm. That's a weird hat he's wearing.
Whatever keeps them calm. I understand. Whatever.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's good cop, bad cop. That's exactly what it is. Like you don't want to piss neither one of us off, but it's just there's levels.
I'm not gonna care because
he will kick you in the kneecap. Spartan will throw you like a spear. It's just all types of danger out here.
I think it's worse by Kira because Kira will sneak punch you and then you won't see it coming.
Not only that, but once the deed is
he's
done,
not wrong.
Once the deed is done, Kira will say, Captain, did you double tap him? Yes, I did. It's double tapped. It's good. We can walk out of the door now. So,
Okay, thank you.
oh my God, I am your host, Chris Fury, the man on the wall. Thank you for tuning in. For everybody, I hope we looked like we had a great time. Actually, thank you to the people in the comments. Do like Verb said. Hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and everything be cool. Just find us on YouTube. Have some fun. Look at that. Thank you, Amped Up. Oh my God. So yeah, we do. Like I said, we have a lot of fun over here. We do our things. Get that off of there. And there we go. No, because I scrolled all the way down. So yeah, do like Verb said. Hit that like, hit that follow, ring that bell, all of that above on the YouTube channel. Go have some fun with us. Go watch some past episodes. Go watch only interviews that you can find over on the YouTube channel. You are now looking at the press team, affiliate squad, and producers of BNN for Blurred Station. So go over to Blurred Station, join up, own a piece of history. You're going to see some stuff by other Blurreds and POCs that you don't get to find on other streaming services very soon. You can still watch Blurred's Eye View on Always Press Record. You can always, and we're also an affiliate of Otaku Noir. So go to Otaku Noir, hit that Blurred's Eye View for your checkout code, and you get, I think it's like 20% off, I think. Yeah, because I think they changed it.
After free shipping now.
Yeah, okay. I knew they had changed it or something. I wasn't sure exactly, but yeah.
That time has passed. We are on to a new box, and ladies and gentlemen, if you y'all gonna have some buyer's remorse for missing the last one, but this next one is it's gonna be
intense. It's gonna be good. But yeah, go to the IG. Go show your love over at Instagram. Go to Blurred's Eye View. You'll find the link tree in the bio. You'll find everywhere you can listen to us and everywhere you can watch us, whether it's live or not. Find us at our new times. Tuesday at 8 p.m. and Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Because we adulting out here. We lifing. We lifing out this piece.
Oh, can I hype up Blurred Station just a little bit more? Just Please. A little touch. So y'all know how I go. All right. I don't fake my enjoyment of things. We are seeing some things. We are seeing some things that we have not seen. I'm here for it. The quality, she is here. She is here.
Indeed.
I know it's new, and whenever we get new stuff, it be jank. It's not janky. It ain't janky. It ain't
the
janky.
The people that are attached, the people that are out here doing the work, and we're the group, part of the group that's doing the work. The projects that are coming up, the fact that you can own a piece of Blurred Station if you join up now. And own a share, because you can't get that with those other streaming services.
Ain't no Phillies.
Whose prices are about to go up? Yeah.
Y'all could.
Today's price, when they roll this some bitch out, is not gonna be tomorrow.
You might want to get on this.
Look, all the commercials we just spoke about for 2.5 hours. I'm no stranger to commercials. Go ahead, bring them on. I give y'all extra damn time.
We have been praying for this.
The door is opening.
I know how commercials work. I'm not part of this Tide Pod eating generation. I'm not spoiled. While I continue my tangent, come to Blurred Station before all the people on this strike decide to flood the other social medias they've been ignoring and criticizing for years, and then we get very further in the algorithm
because we know it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
So why not be a part of something that you not only can enjoy, but can get paid for?
And rise above the bottom, the soon-to-be bottom feeders.
It's the new place for niggas. Come over.
It's not Tubi.
It's not Tubi.
Some congregate with colors. I don't know. What just all of us. We're just shifting that way quietly.
I was gonna say Tubi is the undisputed champion of shows and movies that are just good and terrible.
I give Tubi credit because they at least try. Because Zeus is like the media takeout of just all things TV.
Oh,
fair.
Wow.
Fair.
I didn't know there was worse. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Ask Hellspawn. I was like, dude, they doing what?
That just shows you when the Tubi stars shout you out saying thank you for watching, you have made it, sir.
Right. That verb, F the algorithm. Right.
Dude, that was gonna be my blurred station pitch off the algorithm because I'm currently going viral on a page that's not mine. I'm more so bothered that she didn't use a single hashtag. She had like 200 followers, just posted it, and it just went.
After algorithm. So, go over to blurred station, get some action, get a piece of history, and if you got projects, we are open. We will be there.
Come get a plate.
Come get a plate. Definitely come get a plate. Mm-hmm. On that note, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. This is Chris Fury with the crew. We will be back Tuesday. I hope y'all had fun tonight because we did. See y'all soon.
Bye.